Do you remember this? Today, let's do that again, but in Planet Coaster. Is it gonna work? I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's get straight to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some fire ideas. Honestly, no time to waste. Let's get straight to it. Over here, we're gonna build the main area, the main street. And for that, I have a pretty sweet idea. Because I'm gonna grab teacups. I actually have no idea how this works, but the idea is I'll put this somewhere on the center axis. And the entrance, I assume you can just change later, so let's put it right there. And I can already see a trillion different options, but that's a problem for later. Because first, let me show you my idea. I'm gonna make a path that will kind of wrap around this ride. And then over here, it is going to go very slowly up. And I am hoping it nicely wraps around the ride. Did I just nail it first try? Wait a minute, it's not completely centered. But instead of changing the path, let's change the ride. There you go, I think closer to this. Now the whole idea behind this is around this there's gonna be like water with little bridges like this over it leading you to the different areas. And actually, maybe this should be a bit further up so we can add a bit of a wall around it. But first, I guess we need to make sure we can add some water around, like I just said. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. I'm just gonna select push and then kind of see. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that is just what I meant. I'll just make a bit of a hole over here. And then, of course, also gonna make sure this does actually reach the path. Basically, well, yes, well, pretty much exactly like that. Now, let's see what happens when we put water in here. There you... Oh, wow. That is really cool. Reflections and everything. We have multiple different waters. We also have this, which is a bit more rough, as they call it. Dude, that is amazing. That looks so good. That's actually wild. Oh my. Yeah, that's a bit much. Yeah, that's bad. That's natural water. It's a bit more green, I guess. It's a bit more dirty. So I'm not gonna lie, this does feel a bit unnatural. Like, it's a bit too blue. I think we go with this, the rough water. It looks really quite lovely. I realize I just messed up because I meant to add some land on the sides for little buildings and shops and stuff like that. So in fact, let me just extend this land on some areas. Here you go. To be fair, I don't know why I made this so deep. It does not need to be this deep. But then also, I really just don't know yet what's coming. So let's just kind of stick with this. Putting the water back in. And then let's see what we're gonna do. By the way, I would like for this first area to be pirates. The OGs of this channel know that Benny's Movie Park 1 had a very, very small pirate area. And so I think for this one, it would be nice to give it a little bit more space, some more detail. And so this entire center plaza is going to be pirate themed. Wait, what the hell happened here? No. No. Oh, and let's already paint all of this path to match with that pirate theme. I quite like the cobblestone, so let's just keep that. Oh, look at that. And you can do that on the teacups as well. Tell you what though, folks, that's bloody nice. This does look a bit whack. I hope that works. With a pirate theme, however, we definitely need a different texture. Sand, perchance. That is definitely a whole lot better. Though it is kind of nice if you here and there see some of that grass peek through. And then on the side, some more rock textures. That is already starting to look like something. Just on all these areas. This tool makes no sense to me. Like, I just want this to be like nicely rounded, not whatever this is. I want it to be like a literal half circle. I mean, you've got this, but like, no. Wait. I think I got it. Come on, this has to be it though. Like, what? What the hell is that? Okay. Oh, but that's... Oh, that's really bad. What? When I round it off and drag it like this, then I kind of get what I mean. That definitely looks a bit strange, but you know what? It's fine. Anyway, now comes the part where we make this look nice. This also needs a queue path, by the way. I think we can make that kind of go under and around this rock. And for this path, which texture shall we do? We can just pick the same one, I suppose. This right here is pretty wild though. Look at that. That's just one Oh. Now this is fun and all, but where is it going? I mean, we can just try this and then build the entrance there. Gonna look a bit strange, but I think it might work. The way it kind of wraps around is very satisfying though. And I actually do think it is best if we first determine... Oh, there's people, look at that. Anyway, let's add the path to the different areas. First of all, the Jurassic Park area, again, is going to be on the right. And let's go and start here. We'll make a fun little curve and then a straight piece. And then whatever happens after, I have no idea. Oh, that is a problem. Wait, can we not do that, like, at all? Can we not do that because of the queue? There goes my entire plan. Why? Look at how much space... Okay, to be fair, that's actually... If I do this, is that possible? Yeah, it is. Okay. In that case, let me try something here. Because I think this might have potential too. So then that could be the path to the Harry Potter area. Honestly, I'm not sure about that. That's a bit... I mean, it can work. And I'm actually begging you to trust the process because... I know this is starting to look really weird, but just wait for it. Oh, look. Okay, it does work here. That's good. Then yeah, let's just go straight. And actually, over here, I don't think I'm gonna be doing a Star Wars area. However, don't take my word for it, because I just don't know yet. But for now, this seems good. This doesn't necessarily mean there's just gonna be 3 areas, but the 3 first areas on the beginning of the... Yeah, moving on. Now, something very excited I would like to try, because I know that's possible, is adding stuff to rides. Right now, I'm just gonna try and make these teacups look absolutely lovely using pirate props, so let's go ahead. If I can find out how that even works. Definitely at customize, attach scenery. Look at that. So now I think I can just grab this, put that on, and then when I test it, let's see what happens. Nothing happens. There you go. It spins along with the ride. That is incredible. However, first let's customize the actual colors, because this is just not it. It is going to be pirate themed, so we should probably go with lots of brown colors and some metal maybe. But then also we can always change it later, so let's just do something basic first. Ooh, and the ground could be like a flag pattern with red and white. I love that. We also have these textures. Okay. Probably something sea related. This. I do quite like this actually. Let's go with that. And the color for that could be... Oh, you've got all these fancy patterns on the teacups as well. Very cool, very cool. And then finally, the insides of the teacups, benches. Now, this is already looking a lot better. I'm still not sure about the red, but again, we can always change that later. Now, let's go and attach some scenery. I already know one thing I definitely want to add. I just need to find it in between these 10 million items. These giant sails. Come on, that is... Oh, wait, they do have cables on them? That's less ideal. Is this one as well? Oh, that sucks. Wait, hold on. We've got this as well, which doesn't have the weird cables. Yes, much better. But then still, this can be nicer, right? Wait, I just had another idea, because there's also the spinning thingies. Look, these bad boys. Now for these also, I actually have no idea how they work. Oh, that's... Oh, that is a lot of... Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know which way the teacups go, but I guess we can always change that later. Let's go and attach scenery to that. How am I ever supposed to get this exactly in the middle, though? Yes, and now it's spinning. Okay, okay. Then I'll grab... That is big. I'll grab another one, is what I was gonna say. I'm just gonna experiment here. What if I add a second one and put that in slow reverse? Bro, I don't even know. Right, yeah, like this. So now they go in opposite directions, and then I will grab one of these, click it, and that then spins the other way. Hey, that is pretty sweet. Then I also want to have a big one. Does mean we can't access that thing anymore, but I think from this point that's fine. And I now understand why you would want to pause the game so you can make it stop spinning while you're attaching stuff. Really clever, actually. I'm just gonna add some wooden planks to this because I want to put stuff on it. For example, some barrels. Probably the most important thing for a pirate theme. We also have the ones with a piece of cloth on it. Looks just... incredible. And one that's knocked over. And before putting all too much effort in that, let's first see if it actually works. Let's do test. And I'll be surprised. Anything? Hello? Testing incomplete. What is going on? I don't get it. Oh. Oh my god. I, of course, have to click play. I'm such a moron. Well, it works. That is good. It works really well, in fact. And it also looks pretty nice. You can even put stuff on these and on the teacups individually, which is all pretty insane. I also constantly think this is like gallows, but it's not. It's just a little, what'd you call it? Okay, so something went wrong there. There you go, that's it. So, I'm not sure, I just tried something here, but you get the idea. So I'm gonna make this look the way I want to, and after I'm done, which might take way longer than it should, I'll be right back. This actually turned out so incredibly well. Underneath the teacups, I added a bunch of platforms and a big barrel. And around the sides, just really a bunch of this nice scenery. All sorts of things just all around this platform. Also these nets over here, some cloth and whatnot. Really, I think this looks amazing. I just love that you can do all this stuff in the game. Added a bunch of fences as well, and of course these planks to walk over, just to add a little bit more depth. Now, one thing I noticed is while editing that, I realized that maybe this is a bit of a better texture for this area. It feels a bit more piratey, if you know what I mean. So let me just paint all of this real quick, just like this. Definitely feels a bit more piratey. Now, let's see. Do you reckon we can open this now? Denny Kendrick heading to Teacups 3. Well, isn't that lovely? I wonder what's gonna happen. Oh, here he is. There you go. He's happy to go. Around this edge, I would like to add some rocks. And there is one thing I had noticed about these rocks in particular, because these happen to be the only ones you can change the color of. That is insane, because I felt like these little underwater details might look nice as well. This ride is clearly a pirate ship, which could be at sea. So I think this would actually be a very nice way to kind of, you know, do that. Hey, look at this. They're queuing up. Like, great. Whoa. Whoa! Whoa! Guys! Chill the hell out. That queue is gonna be insanely long. Well, I mean, if they want to do that, then go ahead. That's funny though, I love that. There's literally like 3 people in it right now. Oh wow, they are in a hurry. Wow, dude, chill. Damn, okay, well, I guess it's realistic. This is what happens in real theme parks. Oh, I also just realized you can just add these manually. You could have used other rocks as well, but I do like the way these look, to be fair. If anything, we can use it to kind of blend this in with the underlying surface. Aw, look, it's a couple. Great. Now to add some greenery to these rocks, not having it too monotone, let's add these bushes. I quite like the way this looks and somehow also feels a bit tropical. Something went wrong. The original staff member walked away, so I just added this guy, which will now take over. I don't know why that is. Why doesn't he just... Okay, whatever. Honestly, can't be bothered right now. The real cherries on top are obviously going to be palm trees. I'm not sure if this is a good spot for it, because it might block the view. Just like that. And these big ones actually fit beautifully due to the angle. Look. Just like that. I mean, that looks like it's made for it. You also have these really big, curvy ones. Curvy ones. Sure, a curvy tree. Also $45, that's crazy work. If only. I wish that were true. Now, since I don't know what's gonna be next to all of these, I'm not gonna, you know, I might delete these later, but it's really just to get that vibe in there, and I might just keep them. I don't know. Here you go. It looks so nice. Instantly just adds that piratey vibe, that feeling. But then also, wouldn't it be cool to add like an actual pirate ship? And not just any pirate ship, but the Black Pearl. Am I gonna make an entire ship? Yep, I guess I am. And so I know we have these pieces, but this is clearly a Viking ship, so I don't think any of this is usable at all. I mean, to be fair, these pieces could come in handy, even though they're broken. Yeah, it's really too bad, because this would have been great, of course, but it's clearly Viking. The sails we can use. Like that works. One thing I want to know first, though, is there a maximum of things you can select? Like, say I would want to... Oh, wow! Oh. Well, at least I know that's possible now. That means I can just go ahead and build the ship over here, and it should be fine. Okay, so that was a really funny idea. But... oh no, we do have the other side. It's just not symmetrical. Then let's have a look. That should be about... that long? I don't even know. Well, here goes nothing. I have to use the wildest techniques to make this work, because unlike Theme Park Tycoon 2, you're not meant to be doing this, I think. What is this? I don't understand any of this. Like, what is this? I don't want to be doing this. Okay, well, I'll check that out later. Whatever. Back to building this ship. This is incredibly satisfying, though. Look at that. It's just like a big puzzle. Oh, that's great. We can't change the color of this to black. Well, I guess it's gonna be the brown pearl. This is going to serve as the deck. If this ends up working, I might actually cry. Let's have a look. Moving it over to this side. Okay, so it's definitely gonna be a very old ship still, but it's at least a bit more complete now. Now let's kind of begin adding the typical ship details, because I'm kind of getting sad looking at all this right now. For example, let's see what we can do with these. Oh, that is still so incredibly Viking. Okay, wait, let me just try something here, because this has to work somehow. At the very least, let's make the sails black. Here, something like this. Do you reckon that could work? The thing is, this would have been fine if it weren't for this image on top, because those edges are definitely not pirate-ish. But oh well, I guess we're just gonna have to make this work somehow. Earlier, I had also spotted these, which are gonna be crucial, I think. Hey, but to be fair, it is getting shape. There is hope yet, guys. See, now this would have been sick if it was a Viking ship. Although maybe I could try and cover it up, of course. Luckily, there are many different wooden pieces and fence pieces and rope pieces that we can use. But let's be real, it's still pretty jarring. Well, I guess I'll see you in 5 million years when this is finished. So, I did some off-screen building. And I think it turned out pretty nice. Looks alright. If you zoom in too far, it is one big mess. But since this is just a piece of decor, I don't think it matters too much. The hull is terrible, I will say. That's not the proportions of a ship. But everything else looks pretty solid and really kind of hides that fact. So I'm quite excited for this. I'm really happy with how that turned out. So let's go and select the whole thing. And, yeah. I actually didn't even really think of what I was gonna do with it. My initial idea was to put it somewhere as like a crashed shipwreck. So not in the water, maybe like this? Because I feel like in the water is a bit too far away, you can't really see it. I mean, to be fair, this is pretty sick. At least something like this, maybe here. I mean, I don't think we can deny that it fits really well here. So if you were to get in, you just kind of see this on the right. Is that cool? I mean, you do also see it from here. That is dope. I don't know, man. There's actually a few pretty cool places for it, but since we're not gonna work on the buildings, we can always, you know, change the location later. Buildings are definitely something for the next episode. That is super cool. I kind of like it here, I'm not gonna lie. We can always see what happens if we add some of these rocks again, as if it literally just crashed onto them. And you know what? We might even just add some corals to have this little corner as a underwater theme within the pirate theme. And as far as Pirates of the Caribbean goes, it's definitely in theme, let's put it like that. And of course we can put some of these on the ship too. Okay, that actually looks sick. What the heck? And potentially some moss. Actually, I don't love the corals, or at least not this many. This is already a bit better. Yeah, let's not do the blue. This is actually fine. So that is the pirate ship. And you know what is very cool about it? It also kind of has interior. Like, it doesn't, but it does. And with this lighting, I mean, look how insane this looks. Look at that. I mean, how can this not... Oh, that is incredible. I absolutely love that. Now, back here, I'm gonna put some regular rocks. I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to this, where you can just see them through the water. Oh, incredible stuff. That is starting to look really nice. Oh, yay! We can finalize that with just a few palm trees behind it. That one is maybe a bit too high. These palm trees are so insanely tall. Now, I know this is just a start, but is this not starting to look fire? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I think this is a pretty dope looking area so far. And it really only just has a ride and one piece of decor. So, well, look, I'm just gonna walk up here so we can see it from first person perspective. We're just kind of hanging out. Look at that. I mean, come on, that is sick. I mean, that, of course, ignore that. I'm so excited for this whole thing. It's crazy. Things are really starting to shape. Guys, Calm down. Things are really starting to shape up. I am very, very excited about everything. I keep saying it, but it's true. In the next episode, I'm sure we're gonna build all of these buildings on the edges, just kind of finalize this center area, making that look really nice and detailed, fixing all of this because it's a bit weird right now. But yes, then I guess for today, that's about it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell not to miss a single future video. Then I hope I'll see you in the next episode of Planet Coaster.